Choo-choo! All aboard! Do you need things to be moved? We shake things around for you to deliver your goods by train or ships. We are movers and shakers, the best transport company in 19th century Bengal. We transport crates of coal, tea, cats, and whatever you need to be transported. We don't ask questions. Your goods are our priorities, and each crate counts, and every delay is obviously the weather's fault.
The weather? You delayed an entire freight line because you wanted less glare from the sun.
Artistic vision, Tarrant. You wouldn't understand.
Well, history is going to remember your extra freight costs.
Then we'll just ship that too. Movers and shakers, we deliver everything. Movers and shakers plays 1 to 4 players with mechanics such as multi-use cards, shared incentives, and track advancement. The game is of medium to heavy complexity. You're the head of a powerful railway company in colonial Bengal, trying to make the most money, complete contracts, and build the most valuable railway moguldom by the end of 2 rounds. Most points wins. Yes, the game plays only over 2 rounds, 6 actions each. But don't be fooled. Each round is a full-blown industrial revolution in miniature. Also, I wish it was more. So much I want to do. You have 6 or more action cards in hand at the start of the round. Play either a load of movement card. Pick a card, then put in one of the 6 slots to take the top action, mainly development, expansion, or bottom action, like logistics stuff, while probably losing your sanity at the same time through logistic nightmare. Kidding. All actions are great, I swear. It is a dilemma every time you try to decide what to pick. You do the action, then it goes to the next player. You'll use all 6 slots each round for your 6 actions. The core of the game is loading and moving. You'll load crates from your contracts onto freight cars, yours or anyone's. Yes, you can use other players' trains. They may call it lazy, but I call it efficiency and strategy. Plus, you can never load more than 1 crate per freight car per turn by default, so if you want to keep your crates moving, there's sometimes no choice but to load with your opponents. Now, once trains are at least half loaded, you can spend movement cards to move them between Benares and Calcutta. Again, move yours or anyone's. The track is full? Well, you can still move, but we'll push those other trains forward as well for a single movement. Sometimes triggering deliveries you didn't mean to because it's an opponent's train, unless maybe your goods are also on that train. Yay to shared incentives! There are combinations of the icons on your action cards. Sometimes it requires you to pay money, and other times you need to meet a certain condition to pick the more powerful action, like having the most money or having a crate already on the ship. And speaking of the ship, it's as simple as dropping your crates to one ship to gain the benefit. It also determines first player next round.
So, have you finalized today's freight schedule?
Yes. Step 1, load crates. Step 2, raise my investment portfolio. Step 3, wait for others to do the hard work.
Wait, you just loaded your goods onto my freight cars.
Exactly, because I'm diversifying my logistics strategy. It's called outsourcing.
It's called freeloading.
Faster delivery, 0 effort. Genius, really! Plus, the rulebook allows shared logistics. So, I'm helping the economy.
You're helping yourself.
Potato, potato. When you complete the crates on a contract, you finish that contract. Gain various benefits, then replace with new contract. Each contract links to one of the 4 commodity assets, and they will score based on this track at game's end. So here, 3 of coal times 6 on asset track is 18 points. There are various ways to push up your asset track, and you can even get these agency tokens to make it easier for you to achieve their corresponding bonuses. When a train reaches a city, the freight car owners gain performance points based on the length of their cars, and its crates unload, ready to give the crate owners cash. But not until the end of that round, since the cash per crate will depend on these tracks. There are 2 tracks for crates in Benares and Calcutta, and 1 for your financial advisor, which helps with ongoing benefits and other endgame points. Speaking about cash, this cash flow track is how you track your cash. When it hits 10, you earn an investment token. Congratulations! Yes, you have no choice. No one cares if you're broke or not, but you can potentially gain lots of points at round end for those investments. Okay, seriously, this track makes it strategic to time when you want to gain cash and want to hold back. Hit that 10 threshold and you'll have non-liquid assets. I want to load a few crates. Would you open a tab for me? All I have is this land in the north of town.
No.
How about if I pay you with some dirt from that land? Surely it's worth 3 cash.
No.
How about if that dirt has been planted with some of those potatoes I was talking about earlier?
No.
At the end of each round, there's the administration phase. Here's where you get loads of cash, hopefully. Ship crates set turn order. Get cash for crates based on your track. As usual, exchanging it with investment token when it hits 10. Adjust the market, then drop to your lowest 1. Then invest. Spend your tokens 1 player at a time to rack up endgame points. The more tokens, the more you can afford the better spot and boost assets. You can place them on top of opponents too, although with less benefit. Then advance to the second round, draw more action cards. After 2 rounds, you'll score matching assets from contract or other bonus times asset values. Deals mainly from your agency track times agency bonuses, performance track, investment, secret investor bonus, which is based on your lowest asset. Highest points wins. What do you expect? This is where you discover who's really good at economics and get awarded the title of train conglomerate legend, or whatever you want to call yourself really. Movers and Shakers is a smooth, strategic game that mixes careful planning, shared incentives and chaos with tactical economy touch. You'll chain actions, push trains, and maybe think to yourself, just 1 more round of investments before realizing the game ends after 2 rounds. It's smart, interactive, and rewards planning. Maybe not the kind of planning that involves ignoring your freight cars for 6 turns, hoping they will move on their own. If Movers and Shakers feels familiar, it is by the same designers that brought Panamax, a game from 2014, to life. It largely re-implements the cargo loading and movement and pushing mechanisms with similar feeling of shared incentives and logistics challenges. But unlike Panamax, which also featured stocks and investments in each other's companies, in Movers and Shakers, you're focused on your own company and your own points. I got all the best contracts, and that's how you dominate the railways, through precision, patience, and the occasional friendly push.
You call that friendly? You drop all your crates on my train cart and expect me to push and deliver everything.
Hey, that's called dynamic business expansion. Plus, you also get performance bonus.
Yeah, for performing under duress, that is.
Well, if you want to see Tarrant performing under duress again, please like, subscribe, and let us know who you trust more to run your freight empire.